Welcome to the DY Prize channel. I'm your guy, DY Fly. What it do? In this video, we're going to be talking about the running back depth, and we're going to be talking about the evaluation of running back talent that has come within the Philadelphia organization as of late. I've been quite impressed, and I just wanted to make a video talking about it. But before we get into that, again, I just want to encourage you guys to go over to the DY Prize shop. It is open. We are live. We are lit. The link is in the description below. But first, I want to give a shout out to everyone that checked out the store and copped some new merch.
This is culturally inappropriate.
That's right. They copped their official Jalenhurts gear along with the Kingslayer gear. I appreciate everyone for the support, but they see the movement. They see what the season's going to be talking about, and they're laced with some fresh gear for the upcoming season. But just go to the shop. You see, we got hoodies. We got the crew neck hoodie, t-shirts, hats. But just scroll down and see what you like. This is the official Jalenhurts store. We finally put it on a t-shirt. You see, we got the trucker hat in different colors, beanies, coffee mugs. Just see what you like. I don't know if it's Howie or if he has someone specifically in that department just evaluating the talent of who might become free to actually join the Eagles. But they have done a great job of evaluating talent. If it's Howie, then all praise to Howie. If he has somebody working in the background, evaluating the talent, then they've done a wonderful job with the exception of one player, and we'll get into that. But let's just take a look. We're going to start at the bottom. So in the past couple weeks, we have Elijah Mitchell and Khalil Herbert. They're going to try out for the Eagles. Really, I like this, man. I like this because these are two veteran running backs that are actually good. You know, usually when guys get brought in, you saw last year we brought in AJ Dillon. I was not high on that signing. I even made a video about it because I thought it was notable. And if you've been following this channel for a while, then you know that I basically just make videos on notable situations. I'm not coming out with a video every single day. So let's start with Elijah Mitchell. Elijah Mitchell really is a good running back. He played for San Francisco for a couple years, and he did his thing, man. He did his thing. The only knock on Elijah Mitchell is that he is being held together with Elmer's glue and duct tape. But, you know, when he is able to play, he's very good. He's very effective. Again, he came from San Francisco in that Kyle Shanahan system. So, you know, I guess he'll be privy to the offense that we're going to be running under Sean Mannion. If it is that wide zone, then he can run it. It's just about him staying healthy. Now, we have a lot of running backs on the team. Not everybody's going to make the team. I think we're only going to keep 3 and maybe a fullback, and we'll get to that in a second too. But Elijah Mitchell, he is good. He does know how to shake. He knows how to hit the hole, and he knows the system. So talent-wise, he has it. He has it. He just needs to stay healthy. So maybe he'll make the practice squad. Maybe not. I don't know. But moving on to Khalil Herbert, he's actually one of my favorite running backs in the league. He played for the Chicago Bears for a couple years, and then he got traded to Cincinnati, which he played behind Chase Brown. And then last year, he played with the Jets, which he played behind Breece Hall. So he wasn't going to see the field either way. But, you know, the past couple years, when he first started out, his first 3 years, you see his numbers. He was very productive, 4.2 yards per carry, 5.7 yards per carry, and then 4.6 yards per carry. And he had a couple touchdowns to boot. So, you know, Khalil Herbert, when he plays, he's able to get it done. He's able to get it done. He's the type of running back that I like. He doesn't mess around, and he has a little bit of shake to his game. So if he's able to make the team, he would have to try to beat out Dameon Pierce or Will Shipley, which we'll get to in a second. But I do like Khalil Herbert. I like his game. And if we're able to retain him, then cool. He just might be a camp body, though, so we'll see. Carson Steele, he is on the team. He played for the Kansas City Chiefs. He was a rookie for them last year. Now, Carson Steele is interesting because if we're able to keep him as a fullback, I would definitely be interested in that because he is a big guy. He can run the ball, and he can definitely catch the ball out of the backfield. So I would definitely be interested in keeping Carson Steele if anything were to happen to Ben Van Sumeren. Carson Steele can play. I just think that he's not suited for being a running back. I think he's more of a fullback. And if we're able to use him in that capacity, I'd be all for that. But moving on to Will Shipley. So Will Shipley, as you know, if you've been following this channel, then you know that I don't think Will Shipley is that good. Now, there's a couple things at play here. Number one, his talent level doesn't match the Philadelphia Eagles. So what I mean by that is if you look all up and down the roster, we have talented players all over the place, right? And Will Shipley really isn't that talented. Now, am I saying that he's not an NFL running back? No, he can play for the Cardinals. He can play for the Raiders. He can play for, the Saints or somebody like that. But as far as being on the Eagles, nah, he's not cutting the mustard. And, you can miss me with that third down running back. He has the best hands on the team. Listen, if you have the best hands on the team, but you're not going to do anything with it after you catch the ball, then what good are you? But the only caveat I'll say to Will Shipley making the team is he might make it just because somebody likes him. Last year, I didn't think Britton Covey would make the team. I didn't think he was good enough to make the team. I don't think he's any good, period. But he's still on the team. So Will Shipley might have somebody in his corner that might want to keep him around. Talent-wise, do I think he should make the team? Probably not. Or I'll just say no. But we're going to see. We're going to see. By the time September rolls around and the official roster drops, we're going to see if he makes the team. Moving on to Dameon Pierce. Dameon Pierce, we've talked about him before. We can just circle back, but he's a very good running back. He's a good all-around running back. Had a very good rookie campaign with over 900 yards and 5 touchdowns. He had 30 receptions and over 165 receiving yards, right? But Dameon Pierce, he's good. He's a big back, solid, not going to do anything flashy, but he gets the job done. So Dameon Pierce, if he wins the third running back position, I would be completely good with that. Which brings me to Tank and Saquon. Now, this video is just an excuse for me to talk about Tank Bigsby, but what I'm about to say, people may or may not agree with, but I would be good with Saquon and Tank splitting the carries 60-40, 60 to 40%. And it's not that I feel like that Saquon can't carry the load, but it's more the fact that I believe that, for number one, it gives us 2 different running styles. Saquon, as soon as the hole opens up, he's trying to hit the home run. But Tank, he's more of a slasher and he's looking for that backside hole to open up. Pause. And then, Tank, he will finish off the run with some power. He'll drag some people and maybe run some people over. Saquon, from time to time, he'll put his shoulder down, he'll run some people over. But how they're both going to fit in this wide zone running scheme, we're going to find out. We're going to find out. The reason why Saquon fit so well with the Eagles 2 years ago is because we were a smash mouth team and that our offensive line was just going to bulldoze people. And then the hole would open up and then Saquon could find the lane and just burst right through it. That's how he got 2,000 yards. With this wide zone scheme, he's going to have to trust that the play is going to develop and that the hole is going to open up at the end of the line. Okay. And there's going to be 1 of 2 holes he's going to have to pick. And then that's the hole he's going to have to hit. Okay. So we're going to see how that eventually pans out. If the running game starts a little bit slow with Saquon's part, I won't be completely upset with it. But I think over time, it will get better. Now, Tank, I think he can play in this system, but it will require him to be a little bit more patient because the first hole that he sees, he's going to take that. Now, they're probably going to try to get him to wait for the second hole to open up so he can hit that and then hit the home run. Tank, him being a slasher and him looking backside for the hole, I think he's going to have to require some patience, but I wouldn't be mad with seeing these guys do a 60-40 split. I know fantasy managers, they won't like to hear that, but who gives a damn? We're not talking about fantasy. We're talking about our beloved Philadelphia Eagles. So that's all I got. Y'all go check out my last video. For whatever reason, it got suppressed, but hit the like button. Go Birds.
Man, I didn't realize how good Tank was until I practiced on Wednesday. You can tell when you got good running back when you're playing against them. I'm still learning everybody. All I know is I'm playing the run, and you just see a running back just burst through. I'm like, dang, who was that? Because that's how I used to feel when Miles Sanders first got here. You just see the explosion.